From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. Well, it's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is. But to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because
nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after them.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something. Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 29 yards. And the Chiefs will jump on top for the game's first score here this afternoon. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try.
43!
Mahomes will throw for it. That's caught. And it's very quickly 8-0. Looky here, a touchdown, a two-point conversion, and now an onside kick. And all the Chiefs have it. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's going to be taken down right there at the 27-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The 2nd down and 10th there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Mahomes to throw once more. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Well, we thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting, an onside kick to start this thing. And this one recovered by the hand. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Flush to his right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, 57, 57.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Now, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Mahomes throwing on fourth. Escaping the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 32 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Odafe Oweh. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Complete at the 1, and he will get in to make it 8-0. Tell you what, they're not messing around. You get the quick touchdown, and then you go for 2 to go up 8-0 here on the road.
In a sense, they hit him with a big shot right away. You don't throw a jab after you throw the haymaker, right? Go ahead and go for 2. They did. They're in control.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. And maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage. And they tried. They just didn't get it done. And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll roll him out right.
And off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Beating the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. The fullback dive held up short, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice in meet. Taking an early advantage, being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Again, it's Pacheco.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
from midfield. Here's Mahomes. And this is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Steps away. That is caught. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Yellow. Easy. At 43.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Being chased out left. Incomplete.
Offense was moving a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Rolling to his right. And it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Out to his left. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And he is going to be out of bounds a mile away from that yellow line, and that will become a turnover on downs. They'll start with the option. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he gets this up to the 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
13.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
That's going deep for Bateman. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
2nd down and 4.
Attack!
Now here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here's Mahomes to throw. On the move to his left. Fight fighting through. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down, eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Stopped and handed a loss by Willie Gay that time. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a toss left side for Dobbins. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. They go play action now. Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, Ripley. Come back.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City 1st.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Mahomes again. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They set up the screen to Hill. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven 1st.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep.
And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now it's Jackson.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Jackson will throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Flowers. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
To throw is Jackson. It's caught by Aguilar. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Brings up 3rd down.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
15.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock. Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Inside the 10.
And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Hey, 43, 43, 15. Color.
Mahomes now to throw. Rolling to his left. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. Hey, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust. And unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take...
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it.
A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Kansas City.
From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Another catch for Valdez-Scantling. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
15.
Mahomes to throw once more. Catch is made by Hardman. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
The highest of scoring games, Charles. Their offense did some okay things. Not a lot of points on the board, but enough for the win with how their defense was playing in this one.
Yeah, they certainly brought their A game, didn't they? They weren't fooled by anything that was presented to them from start to finish. That defense, they might as well have told their offense, guys, just kick a field goal. We've got it today.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.